Hi friends, today I am going to review the book, Hack Your Bureaucracy. Get Things Done No Matter What Your Role on Any Team by Marina Nitze and Sinai. Get outside the office to identify its real problems. Many organizations, companies, non-profits, government agencies and other institutions have trouble implementing real change at a reasonable rate due to the bureaucratic paperwork that real change requires. However, you can hack the system and find a path through the red tape. To create change, you need clarity about the problem you want to solve. Most for-profit organizations have the capacity to research and identify customers' problems. But the people who manage such institutions as schools or government agencies often can't spend a lot of time or money considering end users' experience. If you don't have the resources for extensive investigation, forget the corporate handbook, get out of the office and start talking to real customers. Start with your organization's public engagement unit and learn about the research its staff has conducted and the knowledge it has compiled about your clients. Then, get out into the field. For example, if you want to change a police department's tech budget, take a ride with on-duty officers so you can learn how they use their equipment and how their priorities shape their work. Don't be afraid to ask questions about how things work in your institution. Being out in the field allows you to experience bureaucratic issues firsthand. For example, many school districts invite outside teachers to visit to see how they handle certain problems. Once in the classroom, visiting teachers or administrators can understand in real time what problems the faculty and students face and possibly come up with solutions. The information you gather in the field builds your credibility as you make a case for fixing the problems you observe. Shadowing your co-workers also can help you uncover useless extra paperwork. Consider Bob Stone, a federal employee in the Clinton administration. Stone's nickname was the Bureaucracy Buster. He shadowed different departments to streamline processes, such as improving the efficiency of ordering the right pants for firefighters. You can make significant changes within your organization when you learn more about the needs of your fellow employees. Make a map of who has power in your organization. Most organizations have a traditional hierarchy, a chart of who answers to whom. In reality, though, org charts rarely tell the truth about who has actual power. Take the second-generation coal executive who needed to convince his company's board to act on its impending financial troubles. Most board members didn't trust the young executive until a mid-level accountant joined the conversation. This accountant had slowly spread the word of potential financial doom during his weekly company poker games and thus had gained internal credibility. The young executive realized how much authority people granted the accountant's viewpoint and saw that his advice was pivotal to convincing the board. The real power within organizations can come from unexpected sources. Find out who controls the flow of information, who doesn't like change, who can push decisions through, and what motivates the people who are important participants in any change effort. Formal leaders normally do not have the power necessary to transform a system. Author Robert E. Quinn. Understanding someone's motives also gives you an advantage. For example, what if a corporate VP stands in the way of getting your project approved? Maybe it's the end of the quarter, and she has no time for you because she needs to make her targeted numbers. Consider helping her. Your help could give her an incentive to sign off on your project later, when she has time, especially if your project helps her reach her upcoming goals. Quid pro quo often outmaneuvers bureaucracy. Avoid bureaucracy altogether by finding a loophole within current rules or processes. Pitch your ideas concisely and visually. Offer solid data. In most meetings, you have only a few minutes to make your case to those in charge. So, consolidate your data and other important information onto one sheet of paper. Create a concise proposal so everyone can understand exactly what you want. As you deliver your pitch, describe the future your solution will deliver. Write a sample press release showing what potential media coverage might say. Your goal is to craft an enticing narrative about why your solution will succeed. This will inspire others to feel confident in your abilities and to get on board with your plans. Think of the end at the beginning. Strong visuals are also persuasive. Make small changes that can lead to big changes. Unfortunately, in most large organizations, no matter how much money is coming in, employees often have to deal with a lack of resources. Budgets determine spending, and executives usually allocate funds far in advance. In agencies or nonprofits, managers rarely have money left over to make changes or improvements within individual departments. However, they may be able to trade services or swap other available resources to get the job done without spending extra cash. Do what you can, with what you have, from where you are. President Teddy Roosevelt. Blogger Kyle MacDonald famously conducted a series of trades that started with one red paperclip. Start with the smallest improvements you can accomplish immediately. The department's goal was to boost the number of job applicants for rural teaching posts. The department received 3 times as many applicants as it had when it insisted that teachers fill out the forms. Small successful changes build your credibility, a useful asset when you want to convince people to make bigger changes. Cultivate a team to help you accomplish your goals. When you work in a bureaucratic institution and you encounter a problem, other people probably have hit the same issue. Find them and form an alliance. You might be able to find a valuable solution by combining their experience with your fresh perspective. Find the people who can actually do the work and pair up with them. You also can turn to non-traditional sources such as fellowships, residencies, and other part-time programs to bust bureaucracies. Make sure your changes will endure. When new leaders begin in a position, they have an opportunity to push through new agendas. Since new leaders want to make a difference right away, they may be more open to bold changes. Changes in leadership bring new opportunities to gain a champion. To increase your chances of success, introduce your innovative idea when a new boss takes office. For instance, try to be the first person to brief a new leader on your department and to discuss the changes you want to make. Seek common ground to build on and to refer to as you customize your pitch. Get to know the new leader's staff members and their agenda. A crisis offers also opportunities to enact quick change that a bureaucracy might hamper under normal circumstances. For example, most children in the foster care system end up in group homes because caseworkers don't have the resources to address the shortage of foster homes. When COVID-19 hit, group homes had problems controlling the spread of infection. The epidemic forced caseworkers to find alternatives. Many of the kids in foster care had family members, other than their parents, with whom they could live. COVID shifted foster care programs' focus to finding the relatives of incoming kids. The new practice of seeking willing family members meant that fewer children had to be assigned to group homes. To make a change stick, you need people who will maintain your agenda after you are no longer directly involved. Consider who will replace you and influence them to continue the changes you've made. Make sure your team can function without you. If your changes work only when you're there, they won't last. Takeaways. Get outside the office to identify its real problems. Make a map of who has power in your organization. Pitch your ideas concisely and visually. Offer solid data. Make small changes that can lead to big changes. Cultivate a team to help you accomplish your goals. Make sure your changes will endure. If you enjoy our content and would like to stay updated with our latest videos, please like, share, and consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you so much for watching.